Ladies and gentlemen, racers, fans, and friends around the world, tonight we do things a little different, because tonight isn't about Knuckleheadz racing. It's not about the cars or the checkered flag. It's not even about the drivers strapped in, ready to battle. Tonight, it's about one man, a legend with a microphone, the voice that brought dirt track racing to life. Bob or Nathan, as some call him, our mate from the land down under. For years, Bob has been the heartbeat of these races, calling every lap, every slide job, every heart-stopping moment. And when he's not on the mic, well, we imagine him chasing snakes through the outback, boxing kangaroos, or just sitting under a gum tree with a cup of tea and some fairy bread with sprinkles. He's got the accent that keeps us guessing, the words that make us laugh, and the passion that makes him family, Bob. Tonight, this is your night. This one's for you. He's the man with the mic from the land of the sun, where the kangaroos jump and the wild runs. From the bush to the booth, he brought the heat, calling dirt track battles from seat to seat. Here's to Bob, yeah, the voice we all know, calling every slide, every high side show, from Australia's dust to our hometown clay. Bob, tonight this is your day. Fairy bread dreams and a slang so sweet, he'll make you laugh right out of your seat. Maybe boxing kangaroos or chasing snakes, but when he's on the mic, man, the earth shakes. Here's to Bob, yeah, the voice we all know, calling every slide, every high side show, from Australia's dust to our hometown clay. Bob, tonight this is your day. Every lap, every cheer, every turn in the night, you gave dirt track racing its soul, its light. Not just a friend, your family too. Bob, this song is just for you. Here's to Bob, yeah, the legend we know, calling every slide, every wild show, from the land down under to the Knucklehead crew. Bob, tonight we race for you. From all of us here at Knuckleheadz Racing, thank you for every lap, every word, and every year you've given us. This one's for you, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, racers, fans.
All right, BobbethTV is live. You know what that means. We've got another episode of Mud Mule TV coming your way. Here at, where are we today? We're in Fairbury, USA, for the Dirt Limited Late Models at Fairbury Speedway. It's going to be the Motowear International Limited Late Models. I don't know if I can see how many. Right, quantity and a feature tonight, twin main events. There we go. I can confirm it via that for once. All right, there's our load screen as well. Wicked, awesome. All right, let's get over to the practice times. See who's doing what out there today. Joe Ball, Wayne Bridges, Mike Davis, Brian Angel, Chris Dendrich, the top 5. Quickest in practice, Travis McDonald, Dawson Potter, Brett Vanderwood, Ken McLean, Mikey Mixer, and Tom Land are the 6 to 11 quickest. Looks like we do have 11 drivers registered this race. Just do it about 3 minutes in practice before we kick on over to qualifying. We've raced 4 races already this week. We started off the racing week with the what was it? The Reese Monument Dirt Street Stocks, the KP Plumbing UMP Modifieds. Yesterday we had the Wainsford Arse Racing Series, asphalt street stocks on dirt, as well as the Shula Racing Series, wingless sprint variety of cars. Today we wrap it up with Tom Land's sponsored event, the Motowear International Limited Late Models. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. That's, so I'm halfway, just finished my first coffee. Just taking a drag of my cigarette to relax just before we get started. And, jump scares. Jump scares get me. I haven't had that one in a while. Thank you very much. Goes out to, let's see, who am I thanking? Riken, thank you. Riken, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Oh, scared the shit out of me. Most people normally go for the points jump scare, which is a sort of more of a fake one that I put in. Even that's been scaring me lately, just because I forgot about the sound effects. And they really work in my headset. This one did. Coming up on the 40-minute mark, just a minute left in practice. What have the times been like? What have we been seeing? Let's see some last lap times. Come on, guys. Jeff McCall, Chris Dandridge out there racing. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well, October. So you will note that a lot of the cars are starting to carry a bit of a theme for that. We do love the boobies. We will support them as much as we can, and this is the Save the Tartars round. So you will see some cars with the breast cancer pin and the colours supporting a good cause. I said the other day on broadcast, two of my favourite things are one, people not having cancer, and two, boobs. So it's an easy one to get behind. I just realised I said his name earlier, but didn't even click. Travis McDonald out on the track. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, actually. So look for him to be itching to do well. Or does he have a little bit of ring rust there, a little bit of racing rust that he needs to get rid of? Have to wait and see. Currently running a 12.385 quick time. 12.973 was his last lap. 12.985 actually. 12.6. So look for the 12.5 mark for qualifying, I'd imagine. Cam McLean to the first out on the track. Standard to the 22, Cam McLean at the 75. Start to get some times on the board. Brian Angel, Wayne Bridges also heading on out there to do their times, along with Mike Davis, Tom Land. Sort of pipped that wall then, but 12.8, 6.8, 12.4, 3.6. We said that 12.5, 12.4 would be the times. I think Chris just had to wash off a little bit of speed as he came up past that exit before, and that might have upset that run. 12.812 is going to be his best run. 12.715 Wayne Bridges. 12.436 still our quick time though. Travis McDonald, 12.349. Welcome back. McLean with a 12.436 and 12.7, so 3/10 almost between second and a third. Chad uncharacteristically getting a bit loose there. See if we can get an idea of how long the consies are going to be. No, it's only going to show the currents. All right, looks like qualifying is done. All 11 drivers have qualified. 12.349 is quick time. 14.172 all the way down the other end for Chad Putabol. 13.385 for Mikey Mixter though. So just a second between first and 10th. Not sure what happened with Chad's run, but hopefully he sorts that out in the heat battle. Just finished my hash brown, so got some food in my belly, got some coffee in my belly. I am good to go. Where's my cameras? All right, heat one inside line to be decided. Travis McDonald and Wayne Bridges will battle on the front row. It's been a while, but Travis and Wayne often line up together back in the old days of the racing. So that's good to see. Brett Vanderwood, Dawson Potter on that second row. Brian Angel and Chad Putabol will be on that third and final row. All right, we're off and racing. Let's see here. Let's get to a bit of camera. No, that's not really a better camera. All right, Travis McDonald though, off to a standard heat one start. It's going to be follow the leader. The track has had absolutely zero done to it, so it's not going to be very racing. It's going to be very tacky and yeah, as I say, very much follow the leader as we're seeing here. Chad Putabol not able to get past Dawson Potter. Wayne Bridges up there in second, Brett Vanderwood in third down that low line though, so Dawson may get the run by him. Chad sticks with Dawson, he may get by him as well. Seven of eight lap heat races here today for the Motowear International Limited late models. Two heats, one for the inside line, that's this one. The outside line will be decided by the second and final heat for the night. And we'll have two feature races to designate some starting orders for the feature and Conti for the feature, and then the big race to decide the points, who's going to take out the big one. Alright, there we go. Brian Angel for Yoda Outlaws in 6th. Dirt Warrior Racing's Chad Puttable 5th. 4th is Brett Vanderwood for Yoda Outlaws. KHR's Varian Dawson Potter in 3rd. Wayne Bridges finished in 2nd, but Travis McDonald in 1st. Let's get to the grid for our 2nd and final heat. It's going to be Ken McLean and Mike Davis on that front row. Chris Standish and Tom Land will be on that 2nd row. 3rd row is going to be Mikey Mixter. Alright, looks like the pace truck's going to leave the track. We're going to get this 2nd of 2 heat races underway. Thanks to the like, Dawson. Appreciate it, brother. Good running out there. Tough field in heat 1. Heat 2 up now. Here we go. Mike Davis, Ken McLean, Tom Land, Chris Derrick, Mikey Mixter. Again, 8 laps to decide the outside line, starting order. The 99 and the 91 though come into contact. The 99 is going to get spun around, as is the 91. That will bring out our first caution. Will it? No, they're going to keep it running. Yes, no, they are going to reset it, so that's going to shorten our heat race down to the final 2 laps. Probably extend it out to 9 or 10 laps. Dawson says in the chat, not a major fan of this track, but I'm hoping for a real fun race. We definitely had fun last night. Yeah, the last few rounds have been really, well, all rounds have been fun watching them from this point of view. This is the track that I learned to race late models on. Started with the limiteds, moved up to the pros, but Fairbury is the late model training track of choice, apparently. JJ Martinez, Juan Martinez in the liking status. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate you. In the liking status, liking the broadcast. Appreciate you, man. Got excited there. Here we go. Oh, no, haven't had to extend it out. We got to lap 6 for the restart. Green, white, check, finish. No, 3 laps, 6, 7, and 8, actually, Bob. So 1 lap to get up to speed, 1 lap for the green flag run, and then a white flag to decide it. They are still double wide up back there. Chris Standish, Mikey Mixter, Mike Davis, and Tom Land. Ken McLean, though, off on a good run here. Definitely had some really close and fairly clean racing. Yeah. The UMPs and the non-wing 360s yesterday, that were fun to watch. Yeah, we have it. Our heat racing for the racing week done and dusted. No more heat races until next Sunday night. American Monday morning. Australian, only the one more lot, or 2 feature races to go, actually, Bob. Still got 2 feature races, one now and then the next one straight afterwards. But our results for Heat 2 Motowear Internationals: Tom Land in 5th, Mo Diggy Murphy's Mike Davis 4th, Mikey Mixter in 3rd, Outcast Racing's Chris Standridge in 2nd, and BAM Motorsports driver Kent McLean secures the outside pole starting position. Let's look at the grid as they've qualified. Travis McDonald and Kent McLean front row. That is going to be a race. Wayne Bridges and Chris Standridge on that second row. That is also going to be a race. Dawson Potter and Mikey Mixer, they're going to be fun to watch on the third row. Brett Vanderwood and Mike Davis on that fourth row. Chad Putterbowl and Tom Land, fifth row. Brian Angel with lane choice on that sixth and final row. Here we go, 11 cars, 50 laps. Oh, we don't have a feature at Cruisey, it's just the 50 lap feature. Ah, okay. Might not have had enough cars to trigger the Cruisey. 50 laps caution out. I was just about to jump around and have a look around the track, but we don't need to. Started to line the cars back up. Travis McDonald, Kent McLean, Chris Standridge, Wayne Bridges, Dawson Potter, Brett Vanderwood, Mike Davis, Brian Angel, Mike Mixer and Chad Putterbowl, Tom Land. 11 cars. We're going to start lap 4 of 50 here. This is the Motowear International Limited Late Models at Fairbury Speedway, all for the Knuckleheadz iRacing League. Let's get straight to that. Yes. Travis McDonald out to a big lead there. Chris Standridge in second. Ken McLean third. Dawson Potter currently fourth, and fifth is Wayne Bridges. Mike Davis, Brett Vanderwood, Brian Angel, Chad Putterbowl, Mikey Mixter and Tom Land. Oops, someone's lost a tyre. I just saw that one as the camera flicked around to watch. Caution has come out. Register on the telemetry though, which is always good. All right, gonna get it lined back up. Couple of quick cautions. The real Frishmick in the chat. Yo, what's good? Hey, man, welcome in. This is the Knuckleheadz iRacing League's Motowear International Limited Late Model Competition. We've got Dirt Limited Late Model race cars here at Fairbury Speedway, Fairbury, USA, for our latest round of racing, 50 laps. Up next, well, not up next, up here. We're 9 laps in, still 42 to come, so still lots of racing. Travis McDonald, our current race leader, with Chris Standridge, Kent McLean, Dawson Potter and Mike Davis in the top 5. Chad Putterball, Mike Mixter, Tom Land, Brian Angel, Brett Vanderwood and Wayne Bridges, the 6 to 11. Then we have our race sponsor on the screens, the 91, Tom Land. This division would not be possible without his support. Just getting caught up in the wall there, trying to get past the 13 of Mikey Mixter. Mikey's got the, the 7 of Brian Angel down there as well. Looks like all that work Tom's doing just gets a little bit washed off as that rear hits the wall and just causes a bit of a loss of momentum. Come on, Travis, says Frismick. Yeah, Trav hasn't been around for a couple of weeks. He's just come back, so I was wondering if he was going to have any race seat rust or not. Looks like not the case, as he is battling Chris Standridge up the front for the race lead. Let's get up there and have a look at that. There's Travis down low with Kent McLean, Chris Standridge up high. Looks like Chris building that momentum run. If he can keep that run going and we don't have a caution for another lap or two, he may build that rubber band up and it's going to just explode and send him flying. A little bit of contact in the wall, that might cause a bit of a run there, but relative-wise, he is now officially a race leader. Travis McDonald will get it through the apex, but on exits, we know Chris is going to have the run and the speed. About to settle it in so that he won't lose it via the apex as he comes around the turns. Yeah, Chris Standridge raced his way into the race lead. Lap 18 of 50. Travis McDonald staying down low. Ken McLean seen what was going on. He's dumped that follow on Travis. He's moved up high with Chris. Might have been a bit too late to do so though, to get the advantage with Chris and take that journey with him. But let's see if he can't build up something on Travis as well. Move Travis back to third. Kent might move up into second. Right now, though, the 22 is getting the job done as we have 5 laps to go to the halfway mark. So Chris able to get that car moving along. Looks like Kent and Travis are going to battle it out. Looks like Travis is going to go to the high line though, so I don't know if he's going to be challenged too much. Let's have a look around the track, see what else is going on. Trying to get to the top 3, but cameras are just loving it. 25 of 50 in, 25 in, 25 to come. Boys going to come up on lap traffic soon. It's going to be Wayne Bridges and Brett Vanderwood, the 92 and the 8. And have lead ramifications, so we'll just hopefully try and stick around up front here and see what happens. Travis has pulled away from Kent by about 1.5 seconds. Only about 0.3 of a second behind Chris Standridge as the boys try and navigate around the track while coming up on this lap traffic. Oh, look out, the 7 has spun out. That's going to call out a caution and reset the drivers. That is probably for the best. Alright, that's coffee number 2 done. No Red Bull today, just the coffees. Right, off we go and racing lap 30 of 50, just 20 more laps to come. Pretty tightly packed after this restart here. Chris Dennis, Donald Kent McLean, Chad Puttable there in 4th. Behind him, Dawson Potter in 5th. Then we've got 6 to 11, Mike Davis, Tom Lamb, Mikey Mixter, Brett Vanderwood, Wayne Bridges, Brian Angel. As we keep this race moving forward, almost 15 laps remain. It's been a quick one for a limited late model race. Can't be known to be cautious, but Fairbury putting on a great race here today. Managed to move his way up into that top 3. Cam McLean's fallen back to the top, back to the 4th and 5th spot, battling with Dawson Potter. As Chad left enough tyres to battle Travis to maybe give something to Chris in the dying stages of this race. We'll have to find out. To wait and see, rather. Or the 91 got into the wall. That is likely going to be our latest caution. It is. As we regroup, hopefully for the last time, get this green flag run out of, it's going to be basically 11 laps remain. I can have my water bottle. Alright, give me 2 moments, guys. While they're lining up, I'm just going to go get my water bottle. I'll be back in a second. Oh, I'm glad I was muted when I sat down. I pushed my chair back and just smashed into my guitars. Whoops. Massive clunk as we get the this one going. 10 laps remain into this battle. Less than 10 actually as we come down the backstretch to that 10th last time, 41st time. Into 3 and 4, we're going to start lap 42. 9 laps remain. Standard Travis McDonald, Chad Puttable, Dawson Potter, Ken McLean, the 5, Mike Davis, Brett Vanderwood, Brian Angel, Mikey Mixter, Wayne Bridges, Tom Land, the 6 to 11. Really just watching this one play out here. Chris Standridge still our race leader Travis McDonald up high there, trying to sort of, I don't know if he's trying to not leave any room for Chad to maybe get even higher between him and the wall there or not. Dawson Potter back there along with Kent McLean, who was putting up a battle for second and third for a bit there as well. Getting a bit fierce there for second and third battle. Pull away a little bit more, a little bit over half a second lead now. Get to the second and last lap. This is going to be it. If we can get around this whole lap without any crashes, we have got ourselves a finish on our hands. Oh no! Chad eats the wall on this last lap. He is going to end that race right there. He's falling straight to the rear of field. Kent McLean's going to sneak himself home with a podium finish onto that one. As we get the checkered flag 50 laps into that race. Not what you want to see, Chad. Unfortunate. Feature results. We know Chad Putterbolt iRacing will finish in 11th spot. Mikey Mixter 10th, 9th. Wayne Bridges and Motowear International's Tom Land in 8th. Yoda Outlaws secured the 7th and 6th spots with Brian Angel and Brett Vanderwood. The top 5, Modig Mafia, Mike Davis. Mad Dog in 5th. KHR's very own Dawson Potter 4th. Ken McLean for Bam Motorsports in 3rd. The returning Travis McDonald in 2nd, but there can only be one winner, and tonight it is Outcast Racing's Chris Standridge getting the job done. Let's get on over to the interview channel and have a bit of a word with the man. I don't remember how to click on Discord. Here we go. All right, we're jumping in the booth with our winner here today, Chris Standridge. We will be penalising him some points for his offensive gestures in the winning circle. You can't see it yourself. I'm not going to share it with you guys, but let's just say I'm offended. But we'll move on from that. Congratulations, Chris Standridge. You've taken out the Fairbury Speedway round of the Motowear International Limited late models. Look, slouching the late models. Let's confirm that. But Fairbury Speedway, was that a track you were like, okay, I kind of need to do well here. This is sort of a track I have to be good at?
I don't know. I get a lot of luck at Fairbury. It's just, if you just believe in the top, and it always seems to work out no matter what car you're in, despite what everybody will say. The last few laps, they were kind of making something work on the bottom there. I think we didn't have any mirrors, so I couldn't see anything, but I was just really babying it those last few laps because I was afraid of going into the wall there. So.
Yeah, no, and look, it definitely looked like, that for some of the guys in the mid-pack and stuff, that up high line, definitely quick, but that tail just tapping the wall was enough to not really kill the momentum, but enough to to change it a little bit. So you can see that up the front. A lot of the boys try not to slap that tail. Now, speaking of the high line and obviously you trusting in it, was that something early on around lap 9, lap 10, or was it 19? It was one of the 9 laps. Was when it was Kent and Travis, well, Travis and Kent rather, that order, down low. I don't know if Travis saw something down there or if he was trying to make something down there. You stayed up high, but you really had to sort of persevere with it. It was literally 5 or 6 laps before you really started to see the outcome sort of working out for you, where, it was sort of around lap 4 where Travis still had you in the apex relative-wise, but you were getting the exits, the speed out of the runs. a lot quicker, and then another lap or two later, and you're able to sort of have that car length and sort of just secure that lead. Do you think Travis was trying to make that low line work early, or do you think that perseverance that you had up high was the decision maker in that process?
I think earlier it was faster. It just happened to be like I just knew it would eventually move up to the top, and I figured why not. And then, like I said, we didn't have mirrors. I'm on a single monitor, so I just every time I would just watch Travis kind of pop up into view there, and if his car was getting smaller, I thought I'd go back down low. But so long as it didn't get smaller, I would just keep working at it, what have you. And it didn't get smaller, and then he started getting bigger and bigger. So I was like, well, just keep at it.
That's it. And we saw Kent run out of tyres for a little bit there. He fell back through the pack. He was sort of holding Travis up for a while. Chad Puttable, another one that looked like he was going to sort of race his way into contention. He might have saved himself a bit of tyres towards the end and was taking on Travis. But unfortunately, just miscalculation on the exit of 4 before the white flag lap. Saw him hit the wall and end his race early, moving Kent up and Dawson into a bit more contention. But I think, yet again, and we've spoken about this in the past, where I feel like you sort of got to pick one of those drivers out of the top 5 and just chuck them a fiver, because if it wasn't for that little battle in the middle there, I think that those guys might have been able to concentrate a bit more on the cars in front of them and give you more of a battle. I think that the 0.231 second difference between you and Travis really didn't sort of sell what the racing was like on the track. I mean, third place behind that 1.8 seconds, 2.2 for fourth, and 4.001 for 5. So, no, you definitely put the work in and found the faster parts of the track. You had quick time as well, I believe, 12.62. Let's just scan the list to make sure. No, 12.63 and 12.69, second and third. So the top 3 in order of quickness as well. So I think, I think this one was always going to be yours. And I think the only time it really looked like it might have been in jeopardy, and even then it wasn't, was when you and Travis were coming up on a bit of lap traffic in the form of Wayne Bridges. And I think it was either Brett or Brian from Yoda.
I was sweating that a little bit as we were getting closer, because
well, let's go ask you.
Go down low. Yeah, he didn't have mirrors. I didn't want to be like, hey, Wayne, get out of the way or anything. So I was like, I knew we were going to have to go low, and I knew if we went low, Kent and Travis would both have me. So I got a really lucky break on that yellow.
Yeah. And then look, and that's the other thing as well, is obviously the boys, you're all in a Discord together. So while, you don't want to hassle the person, be like, get out of the way, I'm coming through. People are aware. They know where you are, and they know, no one wants to be that guy. No one wants to be battling for their own position, which rightfully they can do so, and be the one that affects the top 3 while not being in the top 3. So, no, I don't think there was ever going to be, always good to be cautious and concerned about the positioning, but never, I don't think you really have to worry too much in that regard. So, no, well done, man. It was a great race. I think we needed 2 more cars on the track for us to get the Consi 15 lapper in as well. We didn't get the Consi today, so just that 50 lap run, but just the 4 cautions. Really good racing this week. I thought the R series yesterday, the 369 wings were going to be a bit hectic. They were about the same, 3 or 4 cautions, but overall some great racing this week. Returning Travis McDonald, sort of coming and putting a bit of a spanner in the works for some people, and some of the other guys, John Bennett not here, Josh Roberts not racing today, things like that. It's good to see everyone having a go at it. I don't know what else to say. I'm 2 coffees in, but I think the racing week has got me already. After the break off, I need another holiday after the holiday. No, I can't think of anything else I want to give you grief about or ask you. So look, let's go to the important bit, my man. Friends, family, and sponsors. Who do you need to give a shout out to for making this possible?
Shout out to the wife, of course. She lets me do this. She's over helping my son with his band right now. So shout out to Josh Roberts for not coming tonight, because that probably made a huge difference. And just shout out to Wayne and all these other guys. And I will say, I was looking back at lap 3, and I kind of bowled through Kent there on the inside. I did not mean to. I didn't see him at all, and it looks pretty ugly. So if Ken, if you're out there listening, I apologize, man. I really did not mean to hit you there.
If you're listening, Ken.
Otherwise, great night.
If you're listening, Ken, I saw the race plans. No, that was executed to perfection. He meant to do that. So get him next week.
No. If I was going to do it, we'd go full Tom Land right there.
The missile himself. Well, you guys, look, we need to find a new one. He's been doing so well lately. in like the UMPs and a few of the other competitions, the sprints and stuff like that. So and it looks like John Bennett seems to be the catalyst there with Tom. So with the lack of John, Tom's been able to head down, bum up, and focus on a bit of actual racing. So not the missile as much as he used to be lately, but we are, every one of us will have our own little nicknames and things that we get given grief about. So no, that's Tom Land. You need to lift your game, man. Take some more people out. You're slacking. No. All right. Well, look, that's our racing week done and dusted. We will be back next week, of course. Sunday night American, Monday morning Australian to do it all over again, starting with the Reese Monument Dirt Street Stocks and the KP Plumbing UMP Modifieds. We'll be heading to Limaland next for the Dirt Street Stocks, and where are we for the Knoxville for the UMP Mods. So some good tracks still coming up, halfway mark of the season. So here's where everyone needs to put their head down, bum up, and hope that the foundation you guys have built in the prior races, the consistency is paying off, and those points totals continue to build. So congratulations on that win, Chris. No easy feat here at Fairbury, especially the limited late models with this crew. But you got the job done. Put another win on the books, bragging rights for another week.
Yep, it'll be fun.
All right, my man. Best of luck with everything else you got going on. We'll talk soon. And yeah, good luck.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
Thanks, man. I got to work on winding those interviews up. I run out of things to say and just go, yeah, we're done. All right, that is it for today's broadcast, for the week's broadcast, actually. As I said, we're back to Sunday night American, Monday morning Australian. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for Riken and the jump scare. You bastard. Dawson, JJ, Frizz. Lonus, the late model bandit himself, Michael Lonus, in the chat. Well, look, you fit the iRating cap because you don't race officials yet, cherry picker. No. Come along, Lonus. Come along. Get in there, man. Get in there. And thanks for tuning in at the end of the broadcast. Knuckleheadz iRacing League is the league, my man. Yeah, big shout out to Dr. Potter as well as Riken and everyone else that lurked in the background. We're going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. You know the drill. My name's Bob. Love yous all. Boy.